good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining us for Politically Incorrect Knitters. I am Deplorable Knitter. This lovely lady is Ann Pinkova, and we are so pleased that you guys are joining us this morning. Sorry about the late start. It's Saturday morning. I mean, sometimes it's a late start. That's okay. We are sponsored by Chicken Lady Fiber Arts. You can check her out at chickenladyfiberarts.com, and you can use the code Tom Jefferson PIK to get 20% off of your order of $50 or more. And she has really pretty yarns. They're like super great, and we love them. And like this is one of them. This is Land of the Free, because who doesn't love a little bit of patriotic yarn in the morning?
Of course.
Oh, Anne's got. Why does it look like you have two? You don't have two, do you?
I don't. This is.
It's just the way the top
all
was.
aboard. But if you look like, I mean, they probably mix pretty well with that blue in there and the interplay.
Anne's always trying to decide what colors pair well together. It's kind of like wine and cheese. Which color yarn should we?
I know. I love all yarn, but when they play together, it's even better.
Yep. So check out Chicken Lady. She's cool. We like her. You guys like her too. It's a mutual thing.
Ooh, whenever you turn your head near your mic, it sounds like you're like underwater. Like I'm losing connection.
Sorry about that. It's because my braid is probably on the speaker. I'll try not to do that anymore.
Okay.
Sorry. So, yeah, check out Chicken Lady. She's cool.
Yeah. Chicken Lady is awesome. She's got beautiful yarns, such as the Festivus, which I've shown off a lot, but it's so pretty. Mm-hmm. And we have winners to announce for Festivus, and also for our December giveaway, which is very exciting. I believe December giveaway was the all aboard. I think
we're pretty sure.
And
if not, feel free to correct us. But it's yarn. It's all cool.
Oh, man. It was different yarn. Okay, so for the Festivus unknit along, there was a okay, going down the line of all the people, there was 67 entries, and I know a lot of people worked a lot of stuff. Some people worked out full sweaters, and it wasn't just one; it was like multiple full sweaters. Or they're like, yeah, I didn't like the sweater. I'd rather have the yarn. And I'm like, your ends were woven in.
I know. Once the ends are woven in, I mean, man.
I know. So winner, lucky number 43 in the entries is The Random Life of Katie. So congratulations.
Woo-hoo. Congratulations, Katie. Yay. Thank you for joining in.
Mm-hmm. And
Yellcat says those sweaters know what they did. I mean, true.
Yeah,
that is true.
Yeah, I mean, I've made some things where I'm like, yeah, you know we did, yeah. But and then the December winner is Wild Knit Diva. So again,
hey, congratulations! You guys can email us politicallyincorrectknitters@gmail.com. I saw Wild Knit Diva in the chat, so there you go. Thank you.
Hey,
congrats!
Dinner.
Lots of fun.
Mm-hmm.
So, thanks for joining. Do we have a January giveaway, or have we not shown that off yet?
January, new Black Canyon.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. I like it a lot.
It's very, very pretty. Very similar to one in the Advent, which I mean, it's awesome. It's great yarn. Again, Chicken Lady Fiber Arts. Check it out.
Check it out for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So, have you knit much this week or not? Anne had a rough week. It was long.
Rough week, man. I had a very tiring week. It was a rough week at Tuesday. And if you guys haven't checked out Knitting Wars, do, because it was a fun time.
It was a fun time. We are back, baby. It took us a good 6 months to get back, but you know, sometimes it's worth waiting. It really is. So
yeah, it was fun. We had a fun time hanging out. Oh, and okay, on the show, we talked a little bit about the lovely Caro Brown. Her GoFundMe has been totally funded. So that's good. So thank you everyone who contributed.
Her gifts on Go, and I still have $20 to give her. Well, 21 and change that I got from Pattern Sales. So I will.
Excellent.
I don't know if it's totally funded. Can you still give, or is it over?
I'm not sure how that works.
Oh, on GoFundMe, you can go over your target, but I don't know if GiveSend Go is the same. If not, I will talk to Carol. I am certain there's a way to give her the money. Not an issue. Um, and I appreciate you guys buying the patterns because it was kind of like me just being like, hey, I have this pattern. Go search it out and buy it. And some of you didn't. I appreciate that. That was very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Carol appreciates it too. Gave her happy tears. So thank you. Yeah. So she's been funded. She's doing well, right, Anne?
I think so. Sounds
Yep.
like she's healing up good.
Yep. So that's good. Very good.
But yeah, things that I've been making. So in my search for a proper V-neck sweater, this won't look like anything because it's weird. It's the Tenani V-neck. I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, so you look at the sweater pattern and you're like, this is a normal sweater. This is great. And then for construction, they're like, so I want you, they're like, I want you to do an I-cord of, 130 odd stitches for your start. And I'm like, what? So,
I feel concerned about that.
yeah. So this is, Western shirts, how they have the line across the back. So that's what the I-cord is. So it's going to be kind of have a weird back construction and then like you're building up and down from there.
I don't think
Yeah.
I would enjoy that. That sounds unenjoyable to me.
I don't know. And then also, so you start with the I-cord and then they're like, and let's do short rows all the way across. I'm like, okay. I mean, I guess I should get my $6 out of this pattern, but maybe I don't know. Like I knew that there was an odd back detail to it, but I'm like, okay, well, that's strange, but it'll be interesting. Interesting little construction detail.
Fun, different, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I should have stopped while I'm ahead. But yarn's pretty. I mean, I think it'll work out great that way. But yeah, so I'm working on that. I know I have a couple other little things. I have this hat, which you can't see at all. There we go. You see a little bit.
Adam would like to know if Apple makes the I-cord. No, that's made by hand. Thank you very much.
That's right. And the theory was invented by Miss Elizabeth Zimmerman. It's called, the I is actually for idiot.
For real?
Yeah. Idiot cord. Yeah.
Interesting.
Anyways, I don't know if you can see this at all, but there's like big.
Not as much.
Brown.
It's pretty. I mean, you can tell that it's pretty, but I can't tell much.
Stripies. Anyways, it's very nice.
Certainly cannot tell it's stripy.
Well, believe me, it is.
You can take a picture for us and post it with some light on it, and it'd be nice.
That's true. That's true. I can. No, you can't. That doesn't really help either. Anyways, it is dark and lovely, and there's live yarn variants. And yeah. Anyways, that was nice. I think I showed it off on Tuesday, but in case you didn't.
You did. Not everybody watched Tuesday, so that's cool.
Yeah. But yeah, that's why I've been doing. I haven't been doing a whole lot this week. How about you?
I have not been doing a whole lot either this week. This is the hat I showed you last week that wasn't done, and it is still not done. It's this mini waffles hat, and it's gonna be awesome. Like our friend that it's for, he is head of maintenance at a school, so his job in the winter is doing everything, and so I'm sure that he will enjoy having the super thick hat, but God, is it slow. I mean, it's lovely. It's 2 rows of knit, and then it's a slip one, knit one, and then it's a slip one, purl one to give it its little ribs and stuff, and it's super great, but with all the slipping, it's just not growing like a normal hat would, and so I'm like,
okay.
It's fine. It will get done. It's not a big deal. And then I'm doing a test knit for someone. Don't remember her name. But this is baby sweater. because
It's very pretty.
I mentioned it, I think last week maybe. This is Sagebrush. This yarn is Sagebrush by Chicken Lady, and it is my cousins are having a baby. They're due in May, I think, and they're not finding out the gender, but they're keeping like a woodland theme. So I was like, oh, this lovely green is a lovely green, no matter what it is, and it will fit their theme, and it will be. And the bottom has like a lace pattern on it, but it's like these little. I think that the sweater is called Little Brambles. I'll show you guys. And it's got like she calls it like the Little Brambles cardigan, and she calls it like a twig stitch. So it's got like that. It's
cute.
Probably like a lace stitch, but it's not really lace. So it's my cousins are having a baby is a very hillbilly statement. Well, guess what? These are the cousins that got married a couple of years ago. The two brothers married sisters. So my cousins are the boys, and the one started dating this girl, and then his brother started dating her sister. Now they all got married. So
there you go.
It's a little hillbilly, but it's fine. It happens. Whatever.
Technically illegal.
I mean, if you think about it, though, it does kind of make sense. Like if you're raised in the same house as your sibling, and then they start dating somebody who has a sibling that was raised in the house, and you kind of all have the same values and personality, it's not that weird to think about, I don't think. Maybe it is. It makes sense that you would like a similar person to your sibling, I guess is what I'm saying.
Right.
So thank you for the non-hillbilly clarification. Yes, no. Anyway.
Well, a bit.
Here's what it is. And then I got another sweater I'm making, but it still is just the neck. And that's also a test knit. And I have to be separated for the sleeves by Monday. So after I do I don't know, the sun is shining, I'll probably do housework today, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's how I roll. I get that seasonal depression, and then so if the sun comes out even in the middle of winter, my husband's like, hey, let's go outside, don't put a hat on, just put your face out in the sun. I'm like, okay, thank you.
But yeah, it's been bitterly cold here, which I mean, it makes total sense for January.
Super cold here too, but it's at least the sun is out. You know. Ooh, I fell in my driveway the other day.
Ow.
Yesterday I couldn't remember why I was so sore. It's because I had shoveled the driveway. My husband has been swamped with work, so I've been doing extra things that he would normally do.
Right.
And I said, hey, should I salt it? And he's like, oh, no, it should be fine. It should dry. I said, oh, okay. Well, guess what? It didn't dry. And then the temperature dropped, and we were out there taking care of it again. And I'm like, oh, it's not bad. And then I fell flat on my back.
Ow.
First, I didn't break my phone, honestly, because it was in my back pocket. And I landed on it. But hey, everything worked out.
But yeah, it was absolutely barely cold yesterday. But I'm sitting there going well, hopefully Minnesota is getting this weather too, and nothing better than freezing those guys out. So they don't get the wind though. Other day again, wearing an insubstantial hat, a hat that would be okay if it was anything but 40-mile-an-hour wind and below zero. And anyways, just it's painful out and wearing a hat, but it's not enough. Yeah, the kind the wind cuts through and hurts your inner ear. It's so cold. Wish I had a big ear flopper on.
A big ear flopper. Are you, when you go outside, are you the stereotype Midwesterner with the ear flap hat and the or no?
Well, I do actually own an ear flopper, just because years ago I was just the cold is getting to me. It is too much. And genuinely, nothing goes. And it's like a brown tweedy ear flopper that is lined with real.
Okay. Of course it's
real tweed. Rabbit fur. Yeah.
Of course it's tweed though. It's Anne. Does it match all of your other tweed?
That I'm when I choose one of these out, I could go plaid. We could go plaid with this, but we'll go brown tweed instead. And anyways, that thing is amazing. Nothing gets through it, but also that includes sound. So that can be a little, if you're driving or something, that can be a little difficult.
I forgot to tell you guys, so I didn't do as much work on these things as I should have because okay, remember how when I said that I was going to work on a blanket and I was going to make a sweater and everybody's look at the hell, DK?
Yeah.
Yesterday, I planned my entire crochet class for the semester.
What?
Who am I?
I know. I am together.
I don't know what's happening. I don't know. Maybe like now that the remodel stuff that we were working on is done and the we're like settled again. I feel like I don't know. I don't know who I am. I like it a lot, but it's weird.
It's true.
I texted. Getting
stuff done is great.
Mm-hmm. One of the board members at our co-op takes my crochet class, and actually a couple of them do, because adults want to crochet stuffed animals too, obviously.
Of course. It's quite the fashion now.
But nobody signed. Listen to this. Nobody signed up for knitting. It got canceled.
Really?
And I'm like offended, but that's okay. It's okay. Maybe next session. Maybe I'll get a better game plan for knitting and have like a better, because next session, it'll be better there'll be more kids coming into it. But I texted one of the board members who takes my class and I'm like, look, I know that schedules aren't officially out yet, but I'm actually planning. Can you tell me how many people, because I needed to know how much money I had to spend on supplies for the class, because it's kind of annoying. You have to buy all your supplies and then the first week of co-op, they give you your money.
Oh.
So, but I want to make sure I wasn't gonna like super overspend and then be out a bunch of money. And I have 14 students in my crochet class. And I'm like, what? And my book club is actually on the low end this time. I'm surprised. But we're reading a book that a lot of kids have read, so maybe they chose not to take it because of that. Mm-hmm. It's hard to say. So,
I have been, speaking of crochet, because we haven't done a half blanket handicap for a bit. Mm-hmm. And again, trying to think because with the bulky weight yarn, that was killer. I mean, not for you, but for the rest of us. The rest of us were in pain for weeks.
I didn't mind it.
Yeah, you're like,
but the rest of you guys are like, oh my God.
No, the rest of I was sitting there with my wrists going like, okay, so I'm going to finish this blanket, I promise, but my arms need a break. And you're like, you guys are weak. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Anyways, but I was thinking about how to do the challenge and everything. And I'm wondering, because we're like, okay, we could do hats, we could do whatever. How are we going to manage the handicap part of it? And I'm wondering if we shouldn't maybe do something crochet, because that is faster, I concede. But I've said before that's like, well, I don't crochet, so I don't want to challenge. I'd rather do a knitting challenge. I'm like, maybe I should just, maybe I should get good. Maybe that's my problem, that I should just train up towards the half blanket handicap, if that would be a reasonable thing to do.
We could. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know the answer, but I'm just pleased that I am apparently a new person.
Yeah.
I think that there was a bit of stress going on, and now all of a sudden, like I'm like doing grown-up things again, and I'm like, oh, this is kind of like wonderful. So
yeah,
that's fun. Oh, wrong thing.
Share Bear in the chats from North Dakota.
It's even colder.
Even colder and windier and more miserable and flatter.
Flatter. Is it possible? Well, you do have mountains on one side.
Not really.
Don't you have the Black Hills in South Dakota?
Hills?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're only in South Dakota, really. I mean, like the Badlands kind of go up to North Dakota.
No, I said that how is it possible to be flatter than you? And then I said, oh yeah, because you have the Black Hills.
Yeah, but
yeah.
I mean, once you get to the middle of the state, pier and stuff, it's like this is flat.
Ah.
This is
Texas Sheep Lady says, I'm guessing Anne is faster at knitting than crochet. Anne is not terrific at crochet. She can,
No.
but she's not.
No,
She doesn't crochet like the rest of us tend to crochet. Like,
right.
totally able to switch between the both.
Yeah. So anyways, I would have to train for it. I would have to, get my little Rocky armbands on and be like, okay, I'm crocheting now. But, just because I would be at a disadvantage doesn't mean we should say no to the challenge. Okay, that is selfish of me, and I understand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, hey, one thing, back to the crochet class. So I picked out 6 patterns, but crochet technically goes for 10 weeks. First week, we'll start our first project. Last week, we'll finish things up. So I need 9 projects in case I have students that finish one every week. So we're doing the amigurumi again.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm doing amigurumi that has different stitches incorporated in it. So if you've ever done an animal that you really enjoy, because this is the deal. We did amigurumi last session, and I said, well, we can't just keep doing the same thing. You're not learning. I said, so I will find, that's part of why I planned though, because I had to find patterns that to an extent did it. Like I'm doing a wheat stitch pattern from that lady that does everything wheat stitch.
Right.
Because I want them to be able to understand how to read patterns and do different stitches and manipulate their yarn and whatever. So I have 6 patterns. I still need a few more. So if you've done a amigurumi project that you liked that had a bobble or a popcorn or a shell or something, let me know. Because I kind of spent all day yesterday searching, but at least now I have enough that I can certainly start. And I've got like 3 more weeks to plan.
Right.
Ooh, my yarn's coming today because I had to buy the puffy yarn.
Nice.
I had to buy the puffy yarn for the students because I told them I didn't want to do it. But anyway, so that's my back to you. Yellcat says we're going to have a crochet montage of you training.
Gotta do it.
So anyway, those are my stories about my stuff. So shall we talk news?
Let's talk news.
What's happening? You said you had a big list. We're going to do fast news today.
Okay, sorry. There is a lot of news. All right. So, and none of this is fun news. All right. So we have Canada. Yes.
Nothing. It's just the way you said it. Yes. Yes. What's Canada doing?
Okay. So Carney, the Prime Minister of Canada, they had a big conference with China. They had this huge thing, and
yeah, I heard he was best friends.
Yeah, they're best buddies, and because with the debate over Greenland. Okay, so why does Trump want Greenland? Well, that's the Northwest Passage, as per the folk song. So because China wants the Northwest Passage. Oh, here, excuse me. China wants the Northwest Passage. Russia wants the Northwest Passage. Therese says commies going to commie. All commies are friends together, though they all want their own communism to come out on top. But yes, the being able to have shipping routes through there is very important. Okay, China basically owns Canada, and that was something under Trudeau, and it's something now. So him bowing to China, but also saying that, well, we would align with China. Just in time, Trump will take the Northwest Passage. That's right. Take the path of Franklin. But sorry, that's how the lyrics go. But anyways, China has so many hooks in Canada. They do like, cold weather war training there, and they're buddies, and they own a lot of the resources.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I had no idea.
Oh, it's bad. And a lot of...
And my husband wanted to move to Canada because he thought it would be better than here. And I said, honey, I'm pretty sure that's not true. But okay, sorry.
No, not even slightly. And especially since they, I mean, their population is right along our very warm border. But
Well, he wanted to live in the out in the woods, like far, far away from everyone. And I'm like, I still don't think it's a good idea. Just, anyway.
I mean,
This was years ago.
yeah.
Not currently. Sorry.
Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, we have all these issues, but also Carney lets slip the special little words, the one that's basically an activation phrase for anyone paying attention. Where it's like, with this deal with China, we can really usher in a new world order. The new world order. The new world order in this context is China's in charge, not America. So Canada is putting their side on China. And we're all like, oh yeah, we would defend Greenland against America should America invade.
Mhm.
And I don't know if you've heard that it's like, oh yeah, different European nations are sending troops to Greenland to defend it. And it's like under 40 people in total. And like England sent one guy. It's like we have boot on the ground.
Still boots, unless he's a one-legged soldier. I mean,
I don't know. That's true. Boot
there's
as
still
in
more than one.
literal too. But anyways, it was less people than your extended family 4th of July barbecue. They're sending you.
So I don't know what else you have about Greenland, but I was listening to Vince yesterday, and he was talking about how we have been trying to obtain Greenland since the 1800s. And I didn't know that. And I think a lot of people don't know that. That this is not like a new thing. It's just that Trump is super vocal about it. So it makes it like, oh my God, he's trying to get Greenland. Well, no, we've been trying to strategically get Greenland for a long time. This is not anything new. And it just
It's a
goes
lot
to
of
show you
land.
what the media.
Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of land, it's a lot of resources. It is of strategic importance. And yeah, just I don't know, we do not, okay, in America, we don't think, yeah.
Sorry. In America, yes.
No, sorry. And it's a very good dog. So America should be worried. No.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, but yeah, it's a lot of strategic value and it's a lot of very undefended ground. Like again, we have Russia and China pushing in on it and nobody is expending any resources to protect it. So while, buying Greenland, I'm for it. Generally. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
again, the whole thing where, Greenlandish people would get a vote. I'm like, you're not really Americans though. I mean, fair enough. We are adopting you and you would become a part of our big happy family. But it's like the whole thing with Canada. They're like, "Oh yeah, we should absorb parts of Canada." And I'm like, Canadians.
Yeah, because even the non-liberal Canadians are still liberal.
Yeah.
Like one of my favorite podcasters is Canadian, and he's like a Christian Canadian, and he's still pretty liberal. And I'm like, dude, really?
Yeah, and I mean, you even get that too with again, look, I understand that some of our brothers and sisters in lefty states like California, and you get people be like, yeah, California sucks, I'm gonna move over here. And then you listen to what they believe, and I'm like, oh, you're still lefty though. You don't know. But you've
I think I'm probably slightly lefty because I live in New York. And I'm
I
quite
mean,
conservative for New York. But do you know what I mean? Like when you
yeah.
live in the place all the time, there's still a little bit of stuff that kind of like,
Mhm.
not,
That
not
kind
that
of
I'm lefty, but you know what I mean? It kind of is like, I don't know.
mhm. So yeah, it's an interesting thing.
Apparently, more dead people are voting than all of Greenland combined, so we'll be fine.
I mean, hopefully we'll get that reform in too.
Yeah, no, they've been working on it. It's been good.
But yeah, lots of things, different directions. Let's see.
I was going to
Oh,
tell you
and in
something.
Canada though, there is some good news.
Oh, good.
Because well, good in the marginal way that they at 4 years later, they have decided that the use of the Emergencies Act on the Canadian truckers was in fact illegal. So, yay.
So what are they doing about it though?
Doesn't sound like a whole lot. And
Oh.
especially since, Canadian truckers, that you had this whole thing with that they were taking out bank accounts and they were harassed by the police and thrown in jail, rather like the January 6th people. So it's like, sorry about the last 4 years of your life. Oops on us. Like, I don't know what they're going to do with it. Like, let's not bicker and argue about whose financial and social and job life was ruined by this. Like, what are we going to do?
Yeah, no, it's so messed up. Okay. Great.
Okay.
What else have we got?
All right. So, see, we have that. We have the Iran thing, and the Iran makes me very nervous. Okay, so the Iranians are protesting, and absolutely great for them. Okay, but I mean the Iranian government, which it is awful what is happening. It is not surprising that a regime like Iran would be so cruel.
Correct.
So
they've killed 20,000 people in the streets.
Yes.
And they had people scheduled to be executed, which was stayed, but that doesn't mean it's not going to happen.
Right. And yeah. And okay, I would say the detractors, people were like, oh, it's not that bad in Iran. There's only 2,000 killed, some will say. So the number swings, but it's like, but those are the people who are like, oh, not that much, but it is estimated to 20,000.
Yeah.
And yeah. And I'm really torqued about this because, all right, Trump said help is on the way to the protesters. So if you assume that you have the backing of the American president, you are more likely to protest. Okay, in Iran, if you protest, you are killed. So it's like, yeah, we're gonna go in, we're going to defend, we're going to, send the B-2 bombers, we're going to do something. And as of right now, and I'm hoping Trump does, but as of right now, we haven't done anything. So it's like we just drew a non-red line. We did that's pretty scummy if that's how it ends up.
I don't. He doesn't do stuff like that. I don't think that's going to be the case.
And I shouldn't not trust Trump because he's come in for the win so many times, and I'm sure there's negotiating and other stuff going on. But also, okay, this is something that gives me extreme concern out of all of this. And I mean, not that the lives of Iranians aren't, the most important, but what gives me concern is that Vance has said he's wanted to be very non-intervention in here, and he was the head of the Iranian strategic meeting. Vance recently had Tucker Carlson to lunch, and it was just him and Vance. And then Tucker went, oh, well, we're also buddies, that he went over and joined the oil deal meeting. He was not invited. Okay. And okay, at this point, Tucker Carlson is a paid foreign agent. Okay. And there is not a mullah he didn't love. And there isn't and he brings people on from the Iranian regime and he talks them up, and isn't it great, and isn't this lovely? So any influence,
I did not hear about Vance doing that.
Yeah.
People need to tell him that shit.
Well, I think they have told him, and I think, and he's also okay. And I don't want to dislike Vance, okay, because I like Vance, I like he talk, but he is undercutting things like anti-Semitic elements and the Republican Party in big quotes, because the people who are doing the Jew hate do not have conservative values. Like they're not there. And again, Tucker Carlson's feudalism is brilliant thing, and which is gross. And he is advocating for authoritarianism, and he advocated for Maduro, and Maduro was so great, and isn't he more conservative? And all of this awful stuff. And saying that, Sharia law is great because there's no rape. That's a rape rate of 0 under Sharia law. Isn't everything so safe and lovely and you can walk through your streets? That they that there's all of this going on. Anyways, Tucker Carlson, not a person to be trusted, not even someone who is reliably right about issues, if that was a thing. There's no level of this is a useful guy to have on your team. And he got invited to the White House again. And he was chatting it up in the Oval Office and talking with Trump. And I understand to a certain extent he's a legacy guy. And you don't want to undercut your buddies, but it's like if your buddy's foaming at the mouth, you get him out of there. Like, that is unacceptable. And to have Vance still be his friend at this point, at the point we are now. And Tucker was sitting there like this past week with his brother, who could be crazier. Like, the stuff that Buckley Carlson says is crazy. But he was sitting there going,
I'm sorry, but they named him Buckley. Of course he's crazy. Who names their kid that shit? Okay, sorry. I didn't know his name.
Golden retrievers, Buckley and Tucker. But they he was sitting there, and they were both doing their most serious Carlson face about how America is the moral equivalent to North Korea now. That, we're just so oppressed and we're so brainwashed, except if you watch the Tucker Carlson show, of course, it'll be so brilliant. That, we are North Korea. But, that's okay, because old Tucker can go and talk to, Kim Jong-un equivalent and yuck it up and smile and have his photo taken. And he can smile and be a villain. But that's okay. And it's no difference between them. I would hope. I would definitely
I doubt it, but it's a thought. Speaking of Tucker being a crazy bullshit, crazy person, did you hear that Candace has asserted that Charlie Kirk was a time traveler?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, I wonder too, because there was a point where her show was so highly rated and it's going down in ratings. It's like, is the time traveler angle, is that how you raise your ratings there? Is that how you do it?
Is the time traveler in the room with us? Because I'm pretty sure that that's not how this goes.
Is he an alien time traveler?
Oh my God. Maybe that's what happened to me. Did the aliens abduct me? Is that why I'm knitting sweaters and planning classes and shit?
I've been watching a lot of sci-fi lately. I watched some X-Files last night, man. Aliens. That's
I used to love X-Files.
Oh yeah.
I know I've derailed our conversation because you were on a serious thing, but also, can I just tell you something else that just popped into my head, because this is how I roll? The crazy knitters are back out. Somehow I started following some of them without knowing that they were crazy, and now that the ICE stuff is happening, they're all losing their shit again.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't just enjoy your knitting. ICE is out there stealing people. Do you know, I was watching some CNN footage of ICE deportations under Obama.
Mm-hmm.
You know what they looked like? Nothing, because nobody cared, because it was Obama.
Well, and here I have, the ICE deportations are just, people are like, oh man, I can't believe ICE is attacking people in the streets. Like, yeah, something.
And Katie, I don't know if you were here at the beginning, but you're a winner.
You won Festivus, Katie.
Okay, sorry. All of a sudden I'm off the rails. I apologize. Focus.
No, it's all right. But yeah, that was, and there's also, sorry, before moving to the ICE agent thing, there's also the whole Board of Peace thing, which I'm, concerned about.
I don't know about that. Is that the people that went to, okay, what is it? Tell me.
Okay, Board of Peace. Okay, most of what I know about it is the list of people I had to make sure to get the names all in. Okay, breaking. President Trump announces its new Board of Peace,
Okay.
which kind of sounds like Cromwell's model government, and that didn't work out for anybody. Anyways, Board of Peace, which includes first Marco Rubio, U.S. Secretary of State, strong start. Jared Kushner, former advisor to Trump. Steve Witkoff, U.S. Special Envoy. Fourth, very bad. Tony Blair, former Prime Minister of the UK, who was always very Gollum-like, but that guy, there was not creepy globalism that he wasn't for. So, yikes. Mark Rowan, CEO of Apollo. AJ Banga, World Bank President. Robert Gabriel, U.S. National Security Advisor. So, again, not all those names I know a super amount.
Some of them I know, though, and I don't like.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
Yeah, so not sure what's going on there. Hoping it all turns out well, of course. But, yeah. So, yeah, not sure about that.
Okay. I'm sorry, my brain is all over the place today. So, who's in charge of Greenland? The Dutch?
Yeah.
The Danes? Someone?
It's Danish, but yeah.
Okay. Danish, Dutch. Okay, got it. Okay. So, did you see that some of our people went and talked to them about how, oh no, we don't want to do that, blah blah, and Thune went?
No, I missed Thune going.
He didn't go to the meeting, but he went with the envoy.
Uh-huh.
So he was kind of there doing it, and I remember that specifically because of you and how much you enjoy him and his leadership. So,
oh man, talk about a do-nothing guy. But I mean, yeah, naturally we would have kinship with the butt-freezing cold Greenland.
Yeah. And back to the knitting thing, not over Hunter Hammersman. You're still in shock every time there's a political discount code. I'd be very careful supporting her because she sends a portion of her money constantly to support abortion. And so just FYI, know where your money's going.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you with any of the ice knitting people.
That's fine.
Okay, that was it. But yeah, there's a lot of like, I can't believe the cops are doing this to peaceful people, and the peaceful people are a Venezuelan migrant who's trying to hit a guy with a shovel. I'm sorry,
yeah.
You cannot hit a guy with a shovel and not expect there to be any repercussions.
I mean, I would expect to get in trouble. I was listening to Vince, and they were talking about a dude who got hit in the face with a riot control device in California, and he's gonna like lose sight in his one eye. They had to like graft skin from here like over the eye, and like they have shrapnel, and
yeah,
it's like, I mean, it's a bummer you're gonna lose part of your vision and stuff, but
well, and
perhaps you shouldn't rush at policemen doing their jobs.
Yeah, that guy, because I saw a little bit about him. It's like, oh, he's 21, he's gonna be blind. Okay, the first thing they did was glamour photos of good lighting. Look at how bruised my face is. And the bit that they're undercutting is that his friends were violently attacking people, and then they were going to get arrested. So he rushed in to stop his friends from being arrested, which is also illegal. And then he was hit with the non-lethal rounds to make him stop. And then that's why he's going to lose sight in his eyes. And also, okay,
Tree says it's a woman, so it's a trans person. I only heard, I heard them talking, and it sounded like a chick, but I was just listening. I didn't see anything, so.
Okay.
I don't know. It could be wrong.
My apologies. Okay, but going back with the non-lethal bullet thing. Okay, back to, the Renee Good thing with her being shot by the ICE agent. Okay, and the story comes out further saying that, there was internal bleeding because of this, because he was hit by a car. But that, Renee Good's wife was all like, you use real bullets. It's
Yeah.
such.
Well, I saw that, and it's because they truly don't believe that ICE are like federal law enforcement agents. They've
Uh-huh.
listened to so much of this propaganda that they don't believe that they are truly people that have the authority to have weapons and to do these things. And yes, she was in shock, but also when you are fed this propaganda over and over and over again, they're not real people, it's not
Mhm.
real authority. You're going to be surprised that their guns have bullets.
Yeah. Yeah. It's I'm the hero and they won't hurt me. But also, okay, the advice that they're being given by lefty organizations is horrible and will get people killed.
Mhm.
Oh, block them with your vehicle. Oh, you won't get in trouble. Oh, it's just a slap on the wrist. Terrible. But also there's a certain amount of like actual quote white privilege of, well, the cop won't hurt me, I'm whitey, that's fine, nothing bad will ever happen to me. And what they don't know is that in policing there is actually equality, and the equality is if you threaten a cop, he will shoot you.
Mhm.
And that will happen to anybody, and it doesn't matter if you are, just a white mom with kids in the car, because people are bringing their kids to protests.
Yes, my husband and I were talking about that last night. Look,
Mhm.
we have kids. You guys know. We There are places we don't go in the nearby city because our city has become so unsafe. We don't take our kids just for an outing.
Mhm.
Like there was a museum we used to like to go to, but it's like downtown and there's like
Yeah,
no control anymore. We don't go there anymore. It's just we just don't.
yeah,
Um but we were talking about it, and he was saying, people who take their kids to a protest should be have CPS investigate them because that is clear child endangerment.
yeah,
You're going to these things and you think that because you have your kids with you, they're not gonna like arrest you or detain you or
yeah.
no,
And it's
no.
right.
You should
It's
never put your
right.
kid in that position anyway, ever.
Exactly,
Sorry.
and especially when it's like, are you're not peacefully carrying signs here. This is a rough protest. But also, it's straight out of the Gazan handbook. It's which is also a communist thing with the, well, make pretty victims.
Mhm.
Get a kid in the middle of that, so when something goes down, you can scream because they hurt the child that you endangered by bringing them into this situation. And you can say it's ICE that's evil, and without being it's the parents who are irresponsible, at
Mhm.
best. But
Yeah. Gail Cat
anyways,
says CPS social workers are at the protest too. So I don't know what good that
that
would
is
do. I
that is
mean,
true.
some of them are, but I would hope that some of them would see that that's not a place for a kid, whether or not you agree with the reason they're protesting.
Hmm.
Because that's
Yeah.
really the, yeah.
Yeah, and there's so much of it too that's like, oh, I can't believe you arrested this guy. It's like, you mean this violent criminal? You mean this child abuser? You mean, why is there always a child abuse charge in there too? Like, you mean
Hmm.
this? Anyways, it's terrible.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what's going on in ICE. And again, I I would rather like there to be a hammer dropped on all of that. That would
Hmm.
make me happy. And
Yeah. Well, I was listening to, you ever listen to Scott Jennings? He is a pundit on CNN.
I don't think so.
He's the conservative. It's kind of like if you've ever seen The Five on Fox, where it's like four conservatives and then a Democrat. It's the same
Right.
thing on CNN, except he's the one lone person that has a brain cell.
Right.
Um, oh geez, why was I saying that though? What were you just talking about? Oh,
I
the
see.
insurrection.
Oh
You
yes.
said the hammer drop, and he was saying, what is it going to take for Trump to invoke the Insurrection Act? You know that it's been invoked by 37% of our presidents. It's not like it's a crazy thing. The
Yeah.
last time it was invoked was during the '92 LA riots.
Yeah.
So it's not an outdated thing. It's not something that hasn't been used. It's you know, just I don't know.
Yeah.
I just thought it was interesting. And it's
Mm.
a good point. When is it going to be? I know that Trump, everybody hates Trump and they think he's a fascist, whatever, blah, blah. Um, oh, but he's got to, at some point, we've got to take it back. But I saw this video going around. I may have shared it to my Instagram stories if you guys follow me. There's some woman talking about how these things going on with the illegals is no different than Anne Frank, that she was
Oh,
taken because she was Jewish and she was deemed illegal. And it was a stitch. So somebody came on and he's like, look, it's not illegal. It's not, do you need something? I know. Thank you. Um, but it's not illegal. These people broke the law coming into the country. It's not even remotely the same as what happened to the Jews in Germany. And the fact,
yeah.
the first video where this woman saying it said, 2.4 million people liked it. So 2.4 million people believe, like, we have gotten to this
Right.
divide that is so insane that it's
Right.
not
And yeah, the fact that, the Jews were German citizens or Polish citizens or French citizens or,
or
anywhere else in the Holocaust
legal
was
citizens. And
legal
I mean,
citizens who had, and they'd also, become a part of the culture around them. They, had shops and integrated in society and, you know, knew every other, they were a part of the country.
mhm,
And they weren't taking welfare or anything else.
mhm,
But I mean, even so, legal citizenship, that is the main thing. Did not break laws to enter the country and then, becoming scapegoated. But yeah, that it's like, oh, hiding illegals is like Anne Frank. And this was something that, in the first Trump presidency, where it's like, oh, we're going to have to hide we're going to have to hide anyone who's an immigrant. Or I saw a post going around about ICE that, people were so worried about ICE that, even, as a white man, American citizen, I'm afraid if I'll get thrown into a car. Like,
what are you doing?
what?
See,
Yeah,
you're probably not going to get thrown into a car unless you're doing something. Um,
right. But
did you
it's
see Carolyn?
the
Oh, sorry.
no, sorry, it's the ISIS Trump's Gestapo, and it's whipped into a fever pitch, and it doesn't make any actual sense, but people are believing this, and people are doing bizarro violent action. And there was a little bit of a break in this. So it's like, it's okay, Trump won, and they are just trying to whip that up higher because that's, what the Dems got going for them.
It
Sorry, I
is what
interrupted.
it is. No, no, I just, like I said, I'm sorry. I should have notes, but these thoughts just keep coming to me and I want to tell you about them. Um, but there's a clip of Carolyn Levitt going around. There's some British man, he sounds British, I think, talking, and the the press briefing, and he asks like, "Oh, 170 Americans have been detained and so many people have been killed and blah blah blah." And her response was, "How many illegals have killed American citizens? How many
Oh,
illegals have hurt ICE officers?" She's like, "You didn't do any research on this. You just found the information that helped your thing." She said, "You're not a journalist. You don't belong in here." And like, dude, I wish that I had the guts that she has. Like, for real though, especially when I was her age, there's no way I would have been like standing up there telling people like, no, you're wrong, go away. Like,
like, no, stop. Um,
hmm
oh, and I wanted to say, okay, with the, you know, it's like my side is the fluffy bunny side, and your side is the ultimate evil. But so obviously I'm right. Okay, Tim Waltz, his statement was okay, and again, it's the language of, we the lovely innocent, I guess, will be a little bit reasonable, but also the evil people should all die. And I've defined the evil by this and this, which
hmm
is not based in facts. Okay, So we have statement from Tim Walz, who must be incredibly happy that these riots are going and trying to continue them because it covers up for the fraud cases that
Oh yeah,
effectively ended his career. So
yeah.
if he can move from, Trump is the great evil as opposed to, hey Tim, where'd all that money go? Hey, wow, that's crazy. Wow, you had your vice presidential campaign funded so quickly. That's wild. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
sorry. Actual quote getting there. Okay, I am making a direct appeal to the president. Let's turn the temperature down. Stop this campaign of retribution. This is not who we are. It's like, oh well, Kimosabi, we're keeping we means us and Trump together now. That's crazy. Sorry. Okay, and back to the quote. And an appeal to Minnesotans. I know this is scary, like you're talking to a 12-year-old. Sorry. I know this is scary. We can, dash. We must, dash. Speak out loudly, urgently, but also peacefully. We cannot fan the flames of chaos. That's what he wants.
Mm-hmm.
Signed, Tim Waltz. Okay, so yeah. So both sides of your mouth on the same statement where you're like, okay, it's like Trump, you are being the worst of us right now. Don't you want to be the best of us? So you have to turn the temperature down. And then you say to your followers, oh yeah, be peaceful. Also, you're fighting the great Satan, so keep it up, guys. Like, yeah,
Don't
that is.
listen to anything that Wall says. He wants you to burn some tires so his wife can enjoy the stench. Just
Yes.
saying.
No, but it's awful. It's evil stuff. And yeah, it's the double speak.
Mm-hmm.
It again, it's like we're brilliant and they're unhuman. And again, it is the dehumanizing of Republicans. It is the
Absolutely.
ignorance of facts and the Chesterton thing about barbarians, that they laugh when they hurt you and they scream if they are hurt. That if, yeah, it is outrageous. Anyways.
It is. Um, I'm sure that there's a bunch more we could talk about, but my husband made French toast
Oh man, you went
and
out right.
and
More
sausage. So
French
I'm
toast.
gonna put a pin in it for next week and
Okay,
go
there's
eat my breakfast.
true. And we haven't even reached England. Can I just do just the quickest of bullets? I know you want French
Quick,
toast.
quick, go.
Sorry. Okay, first, they have Keir Starmer has delayed 27 council elections, which covers 4 million people. So that's bad.
Mm-hmm.
We have Starmer says that client side that we that they are implementing due to the online safety bill, that fun thing. Section 121 is client side scanning, which effectively means no private messages on any app whatsoever
Oh,
for
nice.
England, applied in April. Now they're saying that this is terrorism, but we know how cozy terrorism is currently. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There's also a Jewish MP that was banned from visiting a school because it might upset teachers and students, that the fact that he's Jewish and in a building.
How will they
And
know he's Jewish unless does he have a star on? I mean, like that's one of the things that doesn't make any sense.
well, I mean, I don't think he's particularly hiding his Jewishness. And
But
if word got
also,
around about that.
but also,
But also, okay, and then also the UK government has straight up banned Ava Vladinabrook, who is she is a political commentator and legal scholar, and she's good friends with Mark Stein, and that she goes around and talks about things. Okay, here's the language. Your presence in the UK is not considered to be conducive to the public good. No appeal, it says in the bottom. So if she wants to enter England, she has to apply for a specific visa. She can't just walk in. She is not allowed in the country because she tweeted about Keir Starmer, who deserves to be tweeted about.
What's her ethnicity? Is she English? Is she from
I
somewhere
believe
else?
she's Dutch.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. I heard about that, but I didn't see enough of it to like know what was up.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Yeah.
Fun. Anyways, so that's just.
Yeah.
Anyways, I wanted to get that in because I didn't want that to fall by the wayside because that's a lot going on there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, we got that going.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah. That's great. Anyways, yeah, anything else on my list is, Iran saying that they'll assassinate Trump.
I mean, there's a bunch of stuff we could still keep talking about.
I know. You want French toast, though.
I'm sorry, friends. That's what my kid was coming in to tell me. Like 10 minutes ago, so mine is cold, but that's okay.
Oh, no. Anyways, definitely let you go. Get your French toast.
Yeah. So everybody, thanks for joining us. We will see you next Saturday, probably about the same time. Have a good week. We'll see you later.
Bye, y'all.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Okay. Bye.
Oh, check out Chicken Lady. Use the code Tom Jefferson PIK for 20% off of your order of $50 or more. See you later.
Get some beautiful yarn.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Oh, say.